My name is Kelvin Davis, and I want to thank you for giving me this opportunity to stand before you today. As we discuss how to start and grow your business credit, I want you to take notes. I want you to listen in closely, because the things that I'm going to share with you today will set you on a path towards growing your business credit exponentially and putting you in a position to where you'll have the financing that you need to grow your business and not be hindered, not be stymied as so many other businesses are because of lack of finances, lack of funding. So the first thing that I want to encourage you to do as you begin this journey of starting and building your business credit is to be aware that your personal credit will play a role initially. So we want to make sure that our personal credit is as good as it can be. Your credit scores, your credit report, we want to go through and make sure that those are as good as they can be. All right? Now, once we have our personal credit as good as it can be, or in the process of becoming as good as it can be, we can begin to look at our business credit. Now, we want to make sure that our businesses are set up properly, registered with the Secretary of State, that we have a business address, a business phone number, that we have a website and a professional email. So we want to make sure that our businesses are set up correctly, that we have an EIN number, which comes from the IRS, and that we have a DUNS number, which comes from Dun and Bradstreet. All right? Once we have those things in place, now we're ready to begin our journey towards starting and building our business credit. The first thing that we want to do to start our business credit is to contact what I'm going to call Net 30 vendors. Now, these vendors don't require a personal guarantee, but they will set up an account in your business's name. And the way that these accounts work, they allow you to order and receive product from them, and they'll give you 30 days to pay your bill. They'll invoice you and give you 30 days to pay your bill. That's why they're called Net 30. All right? Now, once you receive the product, I don't recommend that you wait the full 30 days to pay them. All right? The quicker you pay them, the better it is as concerning your business credit score. All right? Now, let's get into that first. I'm going to start here. And now there is a difference between your personal credit and your business credit. And it's not just in the names. Your personal credit is reported on TransUnion, Experian, and Equifax. Those credit reporting agencies, all right? But your business credit is reported on 3 different agencies. And the 3 different agencies, you have Dun & Bradstreet, which is a business credit reporting agency. Now, Experian and Equifax have a business credit reporting division, all right, but it's separate and apart from what you will receive in your personal credit, all right? So with the business credit, it doesn't take into consideration your personal credit. So there's no overlapping just because Experian and Equifax have a business credit reporting division. So with Dun & Bradstreet, Experian, and Equifax, you have business credit reporting. All right. Now with your personal credit, your credit score is a FICO score. But with the business credit reporting, your credit score, or your business's credit score, because your business is in fact a separate and apart entity from you. That's why we get the EIN number, a special number set aside for this particular business, because it takes on an identity of its own. All right. Now, under your EIN, your business credit score, or your PAYDEX score, as it's called, PAYDEX, is a separate score from what your personal or FICO score is. Now, this PAYDEX score is what we're focusing on, and that PAYDEX score, we want to be at 80 or higher. All right, 80 points or higher. Now, when we deal or begin to work with the Net 30 companies, understand that you have to have at least 3 to 5 occurrences, and by that I mean to say 3 to 5 things that have been reported to your business credit report before you'll begin to generate a Paydex score. All right. Now with the personal credit, of course, you can charge a stick of gum and it's immediately being reported, you know, your payment history and utilization, things of that nature, to your personal score. But with your business credit report, it doesn't work that way. So what we want to do when we begin to purchase items from the Net 30 companies, all right, and these are companies such as Uline, Quill, Granger, all right, Crown Office Supply, Shirtsy, you know, companies that you can go to and order different products from. And if you're thinking about it and saying to yourself, well, Uline is a packaging company and that they sell boxes and different items to, you know, put in the box to make sure that the item doesn't shift around and bump around and break on the way to wherever it's going. Uline sells more than just shipping supplies. There are cleaning supplies, different things that you can use in your line of work or even in your home. So there's something that you can buy, but the point that I wanted to make was that you only have to spend $75, all right? You don't have to spend $100, $500, $1,000. You just need to spend at least $75, and then that will give them, and I'm going to say incentive to report it to the credit reporting agency. You know, if you just spend $20, $50, there's no real push for them to report that to the credit reporting agency. So you want to spend at least $75 with the Net 30 companies, all right? And you only have to do it once, all right? If you shop with, let's say 5 different Net 30 companies, and I've named 5, but there are, you know, 10, 20, 30, 40 more. But if you spend at least once with at least 5 different companies, then you will have those things reporting to your business credit report. Now we're beginning to build our Paydex score and build our business credit. All right. So we want to start with the Net 30 companies, and these companies are going to want to receive your EIN number to match it up with your particular business, and they'll ask for your DUNS number on occasion. So we want to make sure that we have that DUNS number because they want to be able to report. We want them to be able to report that they've extended us credit, that we are using the credit, and that we're paying them back within that 30-day window. And again, my suggestion to you, my recommendation to you is to pay before the 30 days has ended. All right? You're given 30 days, but don't take 30 days. I would suggest taking 20 days. You know, pay them 20 days after you receive your invoice. All right? Now, with the Net 30, we're building. You know, and of course you can continue to buy with them. The more experiences that you have that are being reported to your credit report, your business credit report, the better it is. You know, the more proof they have of your credit worthiness. So we're building there. What I recommend, and I'm going to actually give you, it's a 4-tier process. All right, we're going to start with the Net 30 companies. Then we're going to move to retail credit cards, which will be your store cards, Amazon, Sam's Club, Costco, Staples, Office Depot, you know, things that you need for your business. Different retail cards. We're going to get cards from stores, all right? Then we're going to get gas cards or fuel cards, you know, fleet cards, which is very beneficial to persons who have trucking companies, you know. But we all use gas, so the next tier is gas cards. The final tier is where we're going after bank cards, you know, cards that will allow us to access money. With the Net 30 cards, we're only able to shop at the particular company that's extending us the credit, all right, to buy the items that they sell. With the retail cards, we're only able to shop in the stores that issued the cards that we have, all right? Now with the fleet cards, we're only able to buy gas and fuel, all right? But with the bank cards, now we have access to actual money where we're able to go out and buy whatever it is, that we want, that we may need for our business, for the furtherance of our business. And ultimately, we'll be in a position, once we get on this fourth tier, to access auto loans and things of that nature, actual loans for our business from banks and lenders. So it's a 4-tier process, and I recommend you dissecting your year. There are 12 months in a year. If you were to dissect your year into quarters, all right, that gives you 3 months per quarter. I would plan on taking, because this is a marathon, this is not a sprint. We want to allow this thing to grow and grow properly and not rush it and get discouraged because we aren't able to get the cards that we're applying for. So I would suggest sectioning off your year into 4 parts, 3 months per part, and doing the net 30 in the first part of the year, or the first section, no matter which part of the year you're starting in. The first 3 months that we're starting to grow our business credit, I would focus on the net 30. Focus on the net 30. Focus on making your purchases. Focus on paying your bill on time and making sure that you have at least 5 experiences with buying and paying to a net 30 account, all right? To a net 30 vendor, I mean to say. Now, once those 3 months have gone by, now I'm recommending that you apply for the retail cards, all right? Then after that, the third 3-month period, I'm recommending that you apply for your fleet cards or fuel cards, gas cards, if you want to break it down to that level. And then during the 4th quarter, I recommend that you begin to apply for bank cards. All right. Now, in your business name, of course, we're talking about business credit. So the vendor accounts are going to be set up in your business name. The retail accounts are going to be set up in your business name. And the fuel cards in your business name, and ultimately the bank cards in your business name. Now, they may require or ask for your Social Security number. And I recommend to you, if they're asking for your Social Security number, more than likely they're looking to get you to personally guarantee that your business is going to fulfill its obligation. We want to start and grow our business credit without personally guaranteeing, okay? We want to separate ourselves, our personal credit, from the business credit. Now, initially, your personal credit is going to come into play. That's why I mentioned that you definitely want to make sure that your personal credit is in good standing, or that you're working on it to get it better, all right? Initially, your personal credit will come into play, but ultimately, our ultimate goal is to have our business standing on its own 2 feet, so to speak, and that the business credit is not tied to our Social Security at all. We're not personally guaranteeing our business's credit, all right? So, with that being said, if they're asking for your personal Social Security number, we don't want to give it, all right? We don't want to give it. Now, the only instance where you would give your personal Social Security number is for some reason they need to verify who you are. Now, in that instance, it's okay, because we want them to know that, we're legitimate. We're not running a scam. This is a legitimate business, and we are the legitimate owner, managing member, president, CEO, however you have your business set up. So yes, we'll give our social security number if it's to verify who we are, no problem. But if you're asking for my social security number so that I'll personally guarantee this credit that my business is looking, or that I'm requesting for you to extend to my business, then no, I'll move along. And you'll find that you don't have to personally guarantee a lot of the business credit that you're trying to acquire. So absolutely and for sure, be certain if they're asking for your social security number that you only give it as a form of verification of who you are, not to personally guarantee anything that you're trying to do as concerning starting and growing your business credit.